The longer I'm alive, the more I realize why roosters start every day screaming. Feels like every morning when I open up my phone, I see the most heinous news possible, and life is chaotic and messy and really scary right now. So can you really blame me if all I really want to do is dress up like a mushroom? Today I am trying on kitschy clothing. If you don't know what kitschy means, it's generally gaudy, over-the-top style. A lot of people think of it as ugly or too much. It's not everybody's taste or cup of tea, and it's the complete opposite of neutral and timeless. It is the practice of being entirely too much because I don't want just a slice of life. I want the whole damn cake. So as an example, I have my mochi pan mushroom dress. Mochi pan is one of my favorite kind of kitschy Instagram brands, but I wanted to go out on a search to see if there's other brands that I could like, and I want to really investigate, is it kitschy or is it just ugly? The first brand I'm going to be looking into is called Yoyo the Rice Corpse. They have the cutest overalls and pinafore like sets. I got 2 items, and so let's look at them together to see what their quality is. Look at how freaking cute these are. Clearly, I love mushrooms and mushroom related things. I don't know why, I just think they are so cute and charming. And I think it's part of my cottagecore, goblin core phase. Look at the little mushies. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this little guy. This man has seen some shit.
I am your new god.
Holy freaking cannoli. These are so cute. Best freaking part though is look inside of my pocket. It's a little dude. Oh my goodness. I will protect him with all of my life. Oh, okay. So there's pockets, but this pocket, there's another mini pocket on the inside. Oh. Oh, wait, JK, never mind. You are able to button this and unbutton it so you could get in. I was able to just step right into it, so I didn't know that this was here, but that's good to know in case you have trouble getting in overalls. I love that the embroidery is on the back and the front. Corduroy is one of my favorite fabrics just because it's so warm and cozy. Like, this is definitely something I could wear all seasons. Imagine this in the fall with the fall leaves. And if we want to be extra, we wear our mushroom hat. I either look like the main character of a children's book novel or someone who's learning to experiment with specific substances in Colorado. This is probably the best start of a video ever because I am already in love with this, and you are going to be seeing this in my everyday wardrobe. It's Kirby! I have so much serotonin from trying this on. Like, it's clothes like this that just make my depression just fade away. The butt pockets are little hearts, just to give a little extra booty love. There is something to be said that maybe this style could be considered childish. But to that I say, you. We only get one life to dress this cute, and if I'm walking down the street and I see a little kid just beaming at my outfit, then I know that I did it right. I feel like I need to start eating things and then shape-shifting. I feel like a big indicator of quality is how well the buttons are sewn on. This is a high quality button. They're really sturdy, and not only did they just sew one on, but they sewed on 2. It's those small details that make me think that this article of clothing was built to last. No, it's not cheap. It's not gonna be Shein prices, but it's also not gonna be Shein quality. If you have enjoyed the accessories that I wore with these 2 outfits, you can find them on Etsy. She mailed them to me all the way from the UK, and I'm so grateful because they look so cute with these yo-yo outfits. What a freaking good start to the outfit try-ons. You saw a little sneak peek of this outfit in my last video. I am talking about my Studio Ghibli corsets that I have. I actually have 2 of them, and they are from an Instagram account called Odasan Studio. Ordering from them was a little bit tricky. You have to go through their DM DMs to order, which I usually don't like to do because it could feel a little scammy and unsafe. Shopping feels a little bit more secure when they have their own website and their own website domain. Like the email that Audison uses is like a Gmail email. I don't know, maybe I could get scammed from this. Thankfully, that didn't happen because they are such a small studio, and I believe they were based out of Malaysia. It took about like 6 weeks for delivery, I want to say. So that's a little bit of the downside, but that all goes away when you see the actual corsets. So this is my Howl's Moving Castle corset, Howl and Sophie, and then again them on the back in Howl's bedroom. But I have one surprise for this corset. This is my Halloween costume. I'll probably pair it with black shoes and maybe some shiny blue tights, but this whole Halloween costume is inspired by Howl. I wanted gloves that reminded me of his super shiny knick-knacky bedroom, and these wings are like Howl's. It's not really like a character, it's more like inspired by Howl, but I got these wings specifically because of this corset. I feel like it just won Halloween. Halloween, if you will. Now, if Spirited Away is more your jam, then you might be in love with the other corset that I got because it's a scene from Spirited Away. So let's switch into this guy. I wish there was a zipper on the side so that it was a little bit easier to get into. I also think it's a good idea to pair this corset with some kind of top because I wouldn't trust just throwing this into a washing machine. Washing machines are kind of rough on corsets and they're so structured. Having a shirt just helps keep the corset cleaner so that you don't have to spot clean it or treat it as often. Oh, I think it is so cute. The print quality is really good, and as you can see, there's a slight sheen to the fabric. And then on the back we have Haku and Chihiro again. After seeing this outfit though, I feel like I need to book a trip to Japan and visit the Studio Ghibli world because I would look so cute there. Like, imagine me. I'm gonna be honest and say that I have pretty low expectations for this next brand. It is called Dressed in Lala, and there was a time that I really wanted basically everything that they made, but then I saw this TikTok creator talking about how low quality it was.
No. This is such a sweatshirt. Like, I am shook right now between the screen print being as nasty and sticky and just horrible of a quality as it is. Yeah, you guys are living in La La Land, making this shitty a product, charging what you charge.
It made me a little bit curious to really investigate the quality of their clothing for myself. I was not able to find any information on their website about their sustainability or labor practices, which usually means if they're not talking about it, they're not doing it. At the prices that they're charging, they could definitely fit higher quality labor into their items. So if I'm getting Shein quality with these prices, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But there is only one way to find out, and that is to try on the clothing. Usually this like mesh material always makes me really stinky if I wear it. I don't know, something about mesh just makes my BO sing, and I don't know how else to put it. This is the black slip that comes with the dress. I'm actually really happy that it comes with this because there's a lot of like mesh and sheer clothing that just gives you a completely transparent article of clothing, and then they're like, I don't know, yeah, style this however you want. It smells like plastic. I'm over here worrying about smelling like BO, and now I'm smelling like a freaking plastic factory. I don't think this is ugly. I just think that I'm not loving the shape of this dress. I don't know, it just feels a little boxier. I think this would just be 10 times better if it was more like this. Look at how much this improves the shape, just like pulling it up and back a little. This is really cute. I would wear this out on an adventure, a very sexy adventure. I think the best part about this is the actual like print of it, but I feel like that's all that's going for it because like the actual shape of the garment is pretty lackluster. Lackluster? I hardly know her.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
The next dress in Lala item I got is this play suit. But after a past experience, oversized clothing kind of makes me a little nervous. Literally, this is a size small, so it is supposed to be ginormous. I am already noticing some quality issues. It is not very even. You want even seams because that's a sign that they took their time. There is a big old jumbled mess of loose threads right here. There is already a slight run in the satin. Loose threads, big old mess of loose threads right there. This playsuit is $178 and it already looks way messier than the other dress in its sewing construction. Look at this heaping mess inside of the armpit. This is by far the worst spot. It looks like they just jammed this through the sewing machine as fast as they possibly could. This all might sound like a bunch of small little details, but what this shows me is that they do not have a very good quality control, because a lot of manufacturers would fail this article of clothing because of all of these errors. But Dressed in Lala was like, nah, we'll charge $178 for that. I'm looking at the pants now. Inside of the butt pocket are these unfinished edges. These are raw edges, and these are just going to fray and fray and fray and fray anytime that you wash them. I haven't even worn it yet, and it's fraying like crazy. Imagine 2 or 3 washes in, your pocket's gonna be falling off of your butt. $178 is crazy. But let's actually put it on my body. I just kept the underdress on to kind of act like a tank top. I do like how silky it is. It does feel nice on the skin. I'm really hoping this doesn't just swallow me whole. It's giving like moo vibes. I'm really conflicted because this is actually pretty cute. How are you gonna give me such a cute print, but then give me terrible quality? I'm so tired of brands thinking that they could get away with making disposable clothing. Clothing isn't supposed to be thrown away immediately after washing it. Clothing is meant to be worn over the years. This outfit says, bring my champagne to me because I'm not gonna get up to go get it. I'm too busy lounging and being fabulous to do my own labor. This next outfit, I actually wasn't planning on adding to this video. In one of my past videos, I tried on a blood supply dress. Blood supply? Was that who it's from? Yes it is. So in one of my past videos, my little feetsies poking out on the bottom of this. It looks like I'm a toddler waiting for Christmas. So in a past video, I tried on a blood supply dress and it didn't really fit my boobs. Because I never like to learn from my mistakes, I bought another blood supply outfit. So hopefully this one works out. But this dress also has structured cups, so it might just be as bad as the last one. We'll find out. Let's just try it on. I'm really setting myself up for disappointment here because this is so cute. This part is actually a top, and then this part is a skirt. So it's actually 2 pieces that could potentially not fit me. I don't know how to show you without like putting them on and trying to flash my crotch to you, but these are shorts. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. I love that. So far, so good. Look at how bubbly the fabric on the butt is. I think it is so cute, and it's cashing favors that I don't have. Ah, this is pretty sexy. I'm so relieved. I was so nervous because like these cups are pretty defined, but it doesn't look like misshapen. It does have a corset in the back. Ignore how messy it is. It's just really hard to tie it by myself. There's a hidden zipper on this side, so it made it a lot easier getting into it. This definitely beats like the fairy blood supply dress. I am so relieved. It's frustrating because I love Asian fashion, but Asian fashion doesn't always love me. When I can find something that's really unique and fits me really well, it is extra exciting. Look at the pattern on this fabric. What in the world? That is so cute. This little pearl here. Oh my gosh. Like, I am a total mermaid. Bombshell freaking mermaid. I'm gonna be using this for a future photo shoot in San Diego when I go visit there this summer. Imagine me on the ocean at sunset, and that is going to be the vibes of my photo shoot. Now I have one last brand to share with you. Actually, this may surprise you, but I happen to have morals. Novel, I know, coming from someone on the internet. But I filmed an entire last section covering another brand, and I'm actually gonna censor out the clothing in that section because I don't want to share or promote with you something that I personally don't believe in. And after I shot this, I learned some stuff about the brand that I didn't love. So that's why this cut might feel a little bit weird. Just know it's because I really value the trust that you give me by watching me, and I don't want to take advantage of that by lying to you. So with that said, here is a terrible segue into our next section. I think this just shows that like kitschy fashion is whatever you want it to be, and there is no such thing as an ugly article of clothing if you really like it. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. If you like fashion, magical photography, all those things, then you should consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. You can find me on my other socials. I am Ruthie's Magical Camera everywhere on the internet. Please, please, please be taking care of yourself at a time like this. Drink your water, do whatever you need to do to feel happy, because you are truly special, so stay enchanted. Bye!